Hi, my name is Deane. I'm here from Biofuelwatch on the campaign against climate change. I'd like to thank Ruth and our other speakers who've given us some very good insights into the reality behind the energy market. And I'd like to echo some of the things that Ruth mentioned about the apparent dichotomy between employment and employment rights and destructive energy programs. We're under assault from business, we're under assault from the media. You may have noticed that in all the talk about fracking in Lancashire and Yorkshire, etc., they talk about the earthquakes, they talk about water table contamination, they talk about disruption, noise, and air contamination. They do nowhere in any of the mainstream media do they discuss the issue of climate change. It's a backward step. It is absolutely ridiculous to be furthering fossil fuel under huge government subsidies, taxpayer subsidies, when there is a clean alternative. Absolutely ridiculous. And it's worse than we think. We're heading back to a dynastic form of feudal control of our resources. The New York Times this month published an article which described how both Democratic and Republican senators in the USA are trying to shut down Barack Obama's clean energy program, and they want to introduce biomass as a carbon neutral element in energy provision. This is absolutely insane. Repeated reports and all the credible scientific reports are showing us that burning wood is equally or more destructive than burning coal. And if these senators in the USA get their way, then between now and 2030, there will be 620 million metric tons more carbon put into the atmosphere than is anticipated at the moment. This nonsense. One thing I'd like to say, Javid, in his quick stroke of the pen, that turned back democracy in Lancashire and basically stood on the necks of those people in Lancashire. Him, Leadsom, Amber Rudd, Dame Rolfe, etc., etc. Do you want future generations to equate you with Mabuto or Pol Pot, planet destroyers and mass murderers? This is where we are heading if we do not address the issue of carbon in the atmosphere. And we now are living in a post-400 parts per million atmosphere on a planet that is actually, at the present time, unsustainable for the future of humanity. In furtherance of this, they're going to build more biomass power stations in the UK. Lynmouth has gotten the go-ahead, and that's going to be receiving millions and millions of pounds of taxpayer subsidies. These businesses are not viable without taxpayer subsidies. So the employment argument falls flat on its feet because they're not actually sustainable business models at all. And the greatest irony of all is that the Green Investment Bank, which was always highly suspect given its title and its remit, is now likely to be sold to Macquarie Enterprises. Macquarie Enterprises, who finance mining, coal mining, mineral mining, biomass, some of the greatest assaults on the biosphere. And we have to realize that the biosphere cannot take any more beating. We have to provide food. We have to provide biodiversity. We have to respirate through the plants to clean our air. And so burning it for energy is just a total failure by those who espouse it. Thank you.